loves. So please bear with me. It is raining a lot where I live. It's been for a couple days now, and I've been all right. I just wanted to vlog a little bit about a couple things in the world right now, and just in general. I know people are going through a lot right now, so I want to be very, very careful with my words. I don't really want to I don't want to give like negative energy too much attention. I don't want to give a negative energy attention at all. But I do want to be real with you all, and I do want to be real in sharing what I'm going through right now, what I think other twins are going through right now, what people in the world are going through right now in 2020. 2020 has been a hard year. 2020 has been a really, really hard, sad year. I don't think that anybody needs to sugarcoat it. I really, really don't think that anybody needs to sugarcoat, how hard this year has been. And, like many of you out here, watching my video, either live or after the live stream is done, I'm sure that a lot of you are going through your own thing right now with your twin. I feel like a lot of you may be going through your own hardships with your twin. And, I made sure to do an 11/11 reading yesterday, because today is 11/11. And, I feel like in the reading, I talked a lot about forgiveness and, wanting to move on and, stay positive and all sorts of stuff like that. And I think that that's, a good message. I definitely think that, telling people to stay strong is a really good message. And to forgive, your twin, and to forgive anybody else in your life who's caused pain, and just honestly speaking right now, I just, sometimes I worry, I worry that my twin, I worry, I definitely do worry, about my twin. And I wonder if, I wonder sometimes, how he's doing. And I wonder, if he's okay, because, I've not been okay. I've really been just looking at life, totally different. I mean, we've lost so many people this year, so many people have perished this year. And, it's not been an easy year, you know what I'm saying? And I think that, it's really been a slap in the face. I think that like all the hard work that, I've done with my connection and myself, and then, I'm sure others of you out here can relate, like all the hard work that we've tried to do and we have done. It's like, you kind of feel like it's all for nothing sometimes. Sometimes you're like, wow, you do all this hard work and you almost feel like nothing's coming of it. You almost feel like nothing is bearing fruit from it, and you get discouraged. You get discouraged because you wonder why, things are not going the way that you wanted them to go. And it's not just love, it's just the whole year. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole year. It's the whole thing with wanting something to be different than what it is, and understanding that you don't have the courage. You don't not the courage, but you don't have that power, you don't have that control. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like recognizing that, the world right now is purging, like, Mother Earth, and so many things are going on, and we're just kind of along for the ride. We're just literally along for the ride. And it's sad to see that, so much hard work, I feel, has kind of gone to waste. I mean, I feel that way. I can't, there's no way that I can sugarcoat how I feel right now. I definitely am so tired of this year. And I do feel, I definitely do feel like, this for today being 11/11, this is a very, very sad day. This is not the day that I was expecting, not only for myself but for other twins. I was expecting this day to be really beautiful, and at least from where I'm standing, it seems like things are just pretty sad right now, and that's just the reality of what's going on right now. And I'm positive. I'm staying positive as I can. I really am. I really am trying to stay as positive as I can, and not put so much pressure on myself, and just kind of let go and let God. And that's what I've done. You know what I'm saying? Like, on a personal level, with so many things in my life, I was saying to myself before I left my house, I was saying to myself earlier, like, my efforts are good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got to that point right now where I'm literally like, my efforts are good enough. I know who I am. I know what I've contributed to so many different areas in my life. I know what I've been able to achieve. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I know what I've given to this connection. And I just feel like sometimes when you're not talking to your twin and the world is so cold, it's very hard. Like, it's extremely hard to be living in this world right now where there's so much negativity, and not be able to talk to your twin for whatever reason. Like, and I don't understand it. Me personally, I don't understand it. I definitely don't understand, how you can go through all of this, right? And if you're a twin out here, you're not able to have like consistent communication with your twin. Like, that's very hard, and I don't think that anyone should minimize that. At least I'm not. At least on my channel, that I'm not minimizing what you've gone through with your twin, and that I understand the pain. I understand your pain, because I felt that pain, and it's hard. It's definitely hard, and I don't want anyone to minimize that. You see what I'm saying? And some people can be fake about it or hide it, but I'm not going to be fake with you all, and I'm not going to hide that it's hard. I'm not going to minimize the fact that it is hard. It's definitely hard to like live in this world right now and not be able to know what's going on with your twin, or not be able to know like what they're going through. You see what I'm saying? Like, that is very, very hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is hard, period. Like, it's hard to like wrap your head around that. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't want to minimize that. I don't want to overlook that. I think that this year has been hard for everybody in different ways. This has been a very, very hard year. And it's sad. I think it's so sad that so many people, including myself, had so much high expectation. I mean, and I don't want to say expectation, but hopeful, right? Like so many people were so hopeful for this year. I was very hopeful for this year, and the year disappointed me. This year just flat out disappointed me. I can't sugarcoat that. Right now I've just had many, many moments where I'm just like sitting on the couch, and I'm just like staring. I'm staring into, I don't even know how to say it. Like, I'm just thinking about, life, and not in a way where like I'm obsessing, or not in a way where I'm like overthinking, but I'm just trying to plan my next move. It's just more so of an energy of like, not meditating, because it's not meditating, but it's just more of an energy of like, sitting down, bracing yourself, and being able to think through, what is the next step? What can I do in my life that can make me happy right now? I've had these moments where I'm sitting and I'm like, how can I be happy right now? How can I bring happiness into my life when we're living in such a sad world? Like, I think to myself, how can I make my day better? How can I make this moment better? And I go through those of late. I've been going through these like sessions and these periods of time where I am literally just, I'm one with myself. I am one with myself, and I'm still, and I'm able to think through what's going on. Not just the world we're living in, this crazy world we're living in. Not just that, right? But to be able to like honor how far you've come, you know, to honor how far I've come in my own progress, my own journey, my own life, you know, and to not conceptualize everything and to not give everything a title and just let it be. You know, like I've got to a point now where I'm just letting it be. And it's not what I expected, you know. No way, shape, or form was this the year that I was expecting for Twin Flames. You know, I never really did any really predictions, as you want to call. I never really did none of that, if you didn't notice, because this year it was strange. Like, I just felt like this year was a very, very strange year. And I'm really, really happy that I never really said nothing about it, because I just feel like, who could have prepared for this? You know, nobody could have prepared for this kind of year. And it's shocking, you know. I just think the heartache and the pain that myself and other twin flames are going through right now, I think is shocking. I think the pain that we're going through is shocking. And yes, you know, sometimes you have to get to the point where you have to let it go. You know, you have to let some part of it go. You have to get to that point where you're not going to carry that baggage and that heartache around with you. You know, like, you have to get to that point where you're taking care of yourself. You know, you can love your twin all you want, you can want union all you want, but mental health is very important, physical health is very important. You know, your spiritual vitality is very important. You know, how you feel is very important. So I really, really try not to sink into that. You know, I try very, very hard to send love if I can, and to be positive, and to not, like, let that affect me, even though it is scary. You know, it's definitely scary not knowing how my twin is going, in every little detail. Yes, of course, it's scary. I mean, regardless of the connection, like, this is somebody I'm connected to. You see what I'm saying? Like, regardless of whatever title, like, yes, it's very hard to, like to not know like what's going on, you know. And then on top of that, the pain of not even knowing what's going to happen to the world, you know, not even knowing what you're going to wake up to see, not even knowing what's going to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like pain and more pain. Like, just to be very honest, like, it's very painful. And you look around and you think positive, you know, you put love into the atmosphere. Like, I've even right now, where I am, like, about to run and get some errands, like, even everywhere I go in this physical reality that we're living in, like, I try to bring peace and calm and joy and love, like, not to the point of my detriment, but, like, when I go out in the world, I try to bring this energy of peace. And not everybody's gonna understand that. Not everybody, I feel out here can still be positive when things are so bleak. You know, most people can't do that. You know, most people cannot be positive when things are very, very bleak. You know, they become a victim to cursing at the wind and being bitter and being angry. And that's not the kind of person that I want to be. I do not want to be that kind of person. I just don't want to be that kind of person where I'm letting a heartache, or I'm letting disappointment or a setback get me to the point where I am a negative person. Like, I'm never going to allow anything in this matrix, this crazy reality we're living in, to get me down. You know, I can acknowledge the pain, I can acknowledge the disappointment, I can acknowledge the fact that we're going through a very, very rough year, a very, very sad, crazy ass year. But I'm not gonna let that stop me from pushing forward. I'm not gonna let that stop me from hoping that, you know what, it may not be the way I want it, it may not be my timing, but I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep praying to press forward, to get through the storm. You know, I'm gonna keep at it. And that's just what I want to say and share with you all. If I can share that, is like, you know, yes, it's been painful. Yes, it's very sad to think that, you know, some people have not been able to connect with their twin for whatever reason. And this year has made it worse. You know, I'm sad to say it, but what's going on in the world right now has made it 20 times worse. And it's hard to wrap your head around, you know, especially during a pandemic. Like, can you imagine all these twins, including myself out here, who, like, all they want to do is, like, reconnect with their twin, and, like, they feel like all these obstacles, all these negative things are against them. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you know, you're in this world of, like, doom right now, doom and gloom. You know, that's how it feels. And you're just trying to keep your head above water. You see what I'm saying? And I just hope that I hope that the positive powers that be can just protect us, protect me, protect my twin, protect your twin, protect your loved ones. I really hope that God can just keep looking out for us, you know what I'm saying? And can keep blessing us and can keep giving us good health, a sound mind, a peaceful heart, because if we're not going to get like higher support either from God or ancestors, our angels, like, then who do we have? Think about it. If we're not even gonna, if God is not even with us, how are we going to survive? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, how can we stay positive in this cruel world if we don't have that hope in our heart? So we have to have the hope in our heart. You know, we have to have the hope in our heart. Soulmate, twin, I don't care like what title. Like, I hate titles. I hate titles. We have to have that hope, because right now it's looking very bleak. You know what I'm saying? It's looking very, very bleak. And earlier I was trying to watch a couple astrology videos. I was trying to look at some astrology, because astrology is very helpful. Astrology is very helpful. And earlier, I was definitely trying to, watch a couple videos for next year to see, is next year going to be better? Is 2021 going to be better? Or is it going to be the same old? Like, just astrology wise, I was trying to research, what can I expect? Because this has been hell. This has been hell. And I was watching a couple videos, and some astrologers, are way more positive than others. A lot of them are way more positive than others, and some are just, you could tell that, it's different. It's not delivered the same way. So I was trying to watch, more so the astrologers, at least on YouTube, who can break it down in a more positive way and talk more about the self growth, the spiritual growth, and what we can expect. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think that anyone should minimize the pain. I definitely think that in my own readings and other twin flames, other readers out here, and other help, coach, all of it, basically everything to do with help and self-development and spiritual growth. I feel like everybody has, you know, uh, you know, talked about this, talked about the impact of the pandemic with the connection, right? I think that everybody's been able to cover that in a very, very intimate way, including myself. And I just think that the bottom line is that no one could prepare for this. No one could have prepared for this. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what prediction. Like, no one could have adjusted in time for what we've all experienced. No one could have been able to know backwards and forwards. Every single detail of every single month of what would happen in your personal life, in my personal life, in the world. Like, there's only so much that we humans can absorb and know. We don't have all the answers. We're never gonna have all the answers. That's just base level one, of awakening and understanding what the world we live in. Like, just base one is understanding that you're not going to have all the answers. You're never going to have, all the answers. And if you want things to be answered, it's like they're going to come at a certain point, a certain time. Like, it's gradual. It's a gradual thing. And so, that's how I feel. I just feel like, staying positive is a saving grace. I just feel like praying to God doesn't hurt. Even if you don't even believe in God, like, praying to a higher source to help you, to intervene in your connection, to intervene in your life, doesn't hurt. I've been praying a lot for a lot of different people, for a lot of different things. I've been praying a lot because it's necessary. The pain that I'm going through, the emptiness that I'm feeling, that so many of you out here are feeling, and confusion as to why these things are happening. What I'm saying? Why are these things happening? Is mind-boggling. And you have to, and at least for me, you get to a point where you just understand that you don't have all the answers. You're never gonna understand the master plan, entirely. You're never gonna, I mean, you know things, but you're not going to know every nook and cranny, every detail. You're not going to know every single detail of why this person passed away, or why this pandemic, or why this, or why that. Like, you don't need to know. Another thing, you don't need to know everything, but you need to know enough that that God is real, that there is things that are looking out for us. You have to know that at least, and have hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have hope, or, you know, you cannot survive. Like, you like spiritually, um, mood wise, your vibe, your aura, like, it's, you're not gonna be in that good feeling state if you don't, put your trust and your hope in something bigger than you. Like, that's very hard to do. I cannot do that. To be very, very honest, like, I cannot do that. I cannot be a happy person and survive if I didn't believe in God. If I did not believe that no matter how dark the day looks, that there is a better day tomorrow, that there's hope tomorrow. If I did not have the mentality, I don't know how I would be able to really be a positive person and to really enjoy life, even though right now we're in quarantine and lockdown and all this crazy shit. Like, I don't know, I'm saying I don't know how I'd be able to feel hopeful, if I did not think positive, if I did not, even if it's an illusion, even if it's just a little boost to make myself feel better. It's better than nothing. It's better than, being all sappy and doomy. Like, to me having that hope and praying through the storm is a lot better than accepting defeat. It's a lot better than laying down and saying life sucks, everything sucks. Like, to me, it's a lot better to be positive. It's a lot better to try to grasp for some kind of hope, and to hope that tomorrow will be better, that at some point things will be better in the world, in your connection, like in my connection, like who I end up with, who I marry, who I have my children with. Like, I think with hope, and I know it's hard right now. Life is testing me. Life is beating the fuck out of me. I feel that. I feel like life is beating the fuck out of a lot of us. I cannot not say the F word, because right now shit is really bad. Like, right now shit is really bad. But if I just did not have that hope in my heart and that peace in my mind, I don't know. I don't know how some people are coping out here without praying to God, without believing in God, without, I don't know. I don't know. Whether you believe in a certain kind of God or whatever it is, like, you have to believe in something. Like, you have to believe in something positive, is what I want to say. Not a deity, not a person necessarily, but you do have to believe that there is good. Like, there is some good left in your life, in my life. You have to believe that there is something better than what you're experiencing right now. The reality that we're all experiencing right now is not the best. This is not what life has the best to offer us. Like, this reality, this shambles of a year, like, this is not the reality that God, this is not the best. This is not the best that we are experiencing. It's obviously not. You see what I'm saying? It's obviously not. And I just feel like I feel like this year has broken me. This year has challenged my faith. This year has challenged my stamina. This year has challenged my mindset. This year has challenged every part of me. I'm not even gonna hide behind that. I'm not the kind of person, or YouTuber or whatever. I'm not the kind of person to just hide behind that crap. Like, that's not who I am, And if you're new to my channel, trust me, like, you'll see, like, I speak the truth. I speak the real from my heart and who I am as a person, as a human being, as a woman. I don't hide behind that facade of everything is fine, because it's not. It's not fine. It's not fine. It's not okay with me. And so I've been praying a lot. I just want to share that with you all. Like, I've been praying a lot. I've been praying for not only my own love life, my own journey, my own spiritual growth of this planet, but I'm also praying for those who are hurting. And every now and then, I'm sending love and light to people who have lost someone, who maybe broke up with their twin. Like, I try my best, for who I am, with what I have, I try my very, very best to keep that hope alive, and no matter what happens, like I said to myself earlier, like, my best is good enough. I told myself earlier, like, my best is good enough. And I don't care what anybody else's standard is, but I know what my standard is, and I know my own heart. You feel me? I know my own heart. And I know what I've done, and I know what I've tried to do to push through and keep it together. I know that for a fact. And so I've given it to God. I've given this whole year, this next year, I've given it to God, because I do believe in a God. I do believe in a creator, a creator, a higher power that's love, on that love frequency. I believe that wholeheartedly. Just like how there's evil powers, there's also good powers. There's also positive energy out here. You see what I'm saying? And so I am choosing to grasp onto that positivity, no matter how beat down or how defeated I feel. Like, I'm still holding out. I'm still keeping the faith. And I hope that you all are as well. I hope that if you all are going through whatever you're going through, that you're all, no matter how sad you feel, I also hope that whatever you're going through in your own life, that you are also holding on, that you're also holding on to the faith, and that that brighter days are ahead. That that no matter what happens, like, you're gonna keep going, because guess what? If you don't, then you're giving up. If you don't keep that faith, you're practically giving up. If you don't keep pushing, no matter how tired you are, like right now, I am exhausted. Spiritually, emotionally, right now, I am exhausted. Like, I am heartbroken. I really am. I'm disappointed in the year, and I've told God that I'm disappointed, and I just want things to be okay. I just want things to be okay again. I just want things to be okay. And I don't know why, it just feels like things are so negative, but I'm holding that faith. I'm holding that love in my heart. I actually have my rose quartz right here with me. What is it? I actually have my rose quartz crystal, which I never really carry this crystal with me, but I actually brought a crystal with me just to remind me that, I am love. You are love. There is love in this world. And, whether it's love in a partnership romantically, or just love for a pet or a parent or a friend, or what you do for a living or a hobby or a skill, like, there is love. You can find love. You can find happiness where you look for it. You see what I'm saying? If you search out and you seek out for that happiness and for that love, at some point you will find it somewhere within yourself. Okay, especially, you will find that peace no matter what happens in this crazy world. You will find that love and that peace within yourself. You will find it within yourself. And you have to remember that you're not perfect. You also have to remember that you are not perfect. No one is perfect. And so I just want to share with you all, that I know the pain that you guys are going through. I'm going through my own. I don't want to say, I wouldn't call it that, but I'm definitely going through my own feelings. With trying to just, I just hope and pray that my twin's okay, that I'm gonna be okay, and that things are gonna get better in the world. I'm just holding out. I'm holding on to God right now. I'm holding on to God, because I don't know what's going on in this world. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't want to cry on camera, but I ain't trying to get emotional, because I go in the store right now, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on right now. And so all I feel like I have right now is God. Yes, I have people in my life that love me. Yes, I have people around me that care on me. Yes, that's whatever. But God's love is better. I'd rather take God's love over superficial love. I'd rather take the Creator's love over a person who can smile in your face and then, want to talk shit about you. Like, I'd rather take the love that I know is infinite than a love that is 3D and manufactured, because a lot of that shit is fake. A lot of it is fake. So where you can find real love and real people and real friendships and happy moments, hold on to it. Hold on to that shit for dear life, because, right now it is bleak. And I just feel like, you have to be connected to a higher source. You have to be connected to a higher power. You have to be connected to something higher than yourself, or you're not going to get out of that dark place. I'm telling this to myself. I'm saying this to myself. You have to be connected to a higher power, because if you're not, you're going to suffer. And so I don't want to suffer. I want to release, let go, and let God. I don't want to suffer, okay? I don't want to suffer. I want to be in an energy of trusting the universe and trusting that the universe has my back. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I think every single one of us, twin flame or not, if you're watching a twin flame, yes, Everybody watching, like, that's what you should do. You should be joined up with a higher power that you know has your back. No matter what happens in the 3D, no matter what you experience, you have to have that connection to something higher than yourself, or you're going to suffer. It's just that simple. You know, you will feel that pain more than how you should really feel it. And I think that, and I thank God, you know, I thank God, and I thank my higher self, you know, that I have kept that faith alive, you know, not just for my connection. I'm saying for the world. I'm saying for myself personally. I'm not even talking about my connection. I'm saying I thank God that I am able to look past this dark realm, and I'm able to go higher, and I'm able to see the world how I know it can be, and how I know we can be. I thank God and my higher self that I've been able to not be conditioned to stay in that lower energy, because when you're in that lower energy is sad. That lower energy is depression. That lower energy is doubt and fear. And I don't want to stay in that. So whenever I get into that, I try to go higher. I try to lift myself higher so I'm not in that state. So I just want to thank God. I want to give a shout out to God, my angels. I want to give a shout out to people who have sent love my way as well, because I know people have. I can feel that love. You know, I know people have sent love my way. I know that, and I can feel that. And I want to thank you for that. You know, I want to thank you for that, because that's kept me here in the hardest of days. That's kept me alive, literally, literally. So I just want to thank God that He's given me the eyes, and I hope God gives you the eyes to see the world how it really is, which is love, pure positive energy, and not what's going on right now, not what you see right now in this world. Because the way this world is right now, this is not how this world's supposed to be. This world right now, the way it is this is not how it's supposed to be. Okay, this is not how it's supposed to be. It's not. I refuse to accept that. I refuse to accept that, guys. I refuse to accept that. So I just want to thank God for being able to, you know, keep my hopes alive. And no matter how big or small that blessing is, you know, I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for every single one of you watching as well. I hope that you got some kind of boost in your energy and some kind of inspiration to keep going, keep pressing, you know, keep putting your best foot forward. Like, I really hope that from watching this video, you've been able to do that, because we're not living in easy times. Let's not sugarcoat it. We're not living in easy times, and we all need to be, I think, a lot easier on ourselves. I think that the biggest thing that I take away from this year is to be easier on myself. I used to be a very, very hard person on myself, and now this year I am not being so hard on myself. I'm really, really not. I am letting myself make mistakes. I'm letting myself achieve things. I'm letting myself just be. You know, right now, a lot of us, we just have to just get through, you know, and right now, exist, to be honest with you. Like, right now, a lot of us just need to keep existing. Just keep pressing forward, because you know, that's all we can do. That's really all we can do if we want to still be here, and we want to still create something out of this thing we call life. So thank you all for watching. It's not easy, but you know, we got this. We got this. You know, we got this, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. And I believe that no matter what things come up against us, and no matter what happens, you know, I'm speaking for my twin now, no matter what comes against us, I know that we are good, and that we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna be successful. You're gonna be successful if you're watching my channel, especially. And you know, we're gonna press forward. We're gonna keep going. We're not gonna stop until the wheels fall off. You feel me? And we're gonna be able to be happy again. You know, no matter how bleak things look, we're going to be able to be happy again. And I do hope and pray that 2021 is a better year. Thank y'all for watching. Bye. Much love.